Welcome back, everyone, to Titancraft. The Halloween season, the fall season, is pretty much over, so all of the Halloween/fall decorations have been taken down, but we now have Christmas decorations up. This was done, I think, today, just a few hours ago, by a bunch of people, thanks to Block Engineer for coming up with this decoration here. Let me just land and take a look at it. Lovely, like, bows with, like, garland, and they have these like little mini heads, kind of like ornaments, hanging off of them, which is just great. It's a thing that's available on the server right now, is getting those little mini heads for Christmas decorating, which is happening quite a bit in the Christmas district. Just like the Halloween district, we have a Christmas district, which I believe we get to in the same way that we did the Halloween district. We'll go here to the main portal building in Spawn, and there should be a portal to get to the Christmas district, which I have not been to yet at all. Let's make our way up here to the very top, and yeah, this is new to me. I've not seen this yet. Lovely little like Christmas like cottage kind of thing with like presents and a fireplace. I'm assuming when you step in there, you get transported. Oh, someone just came through. Have a little Tango plushie here. Cat, jelly cat. Let's hop on through. I love this little Christmas tree here. This is wonderful. I love this. So this is probably just like a little cottage, little Christmas cottage area, a little entrance to get into the district. As I said, I've not been here yet, so I haven't seen anything that's been built. Under the tree is we're gonna put presents for everybody. We have every year on Titancraft a Secret Santa that you can sign up for, and is that what this is? Titancraft Secret Santa Hut. So I basically, let's see, welcome to TC Secret Santa. To participate, press the red button beside this lectern, which will give you an empty wish list to fill out. Write some ideas for things you'd be happy to receive in your list, then sign it. The wish list will disappear, and you'll get a message in chat confirming it's been submitted. After submissions close on September 2nd, which is actually today, I really needed to get this done now before I forget. And then presents must be placed on the tree before December 25th. So I'm mostly doing this because I want to get someone else a present. I love Secret Santa. I love getting people presents. I do have a couple things I need. I'll write some stuff down. Like I need some stuff for my base. I'm going to say I'd love some copper blocks, any oxidation level. Maybe since I don't have a raid farm set up, I need emeralds. So emeralds, I'll write that. Any amount of emeralds would be helpful. I think I might need a lot of terracotta for building various things throughout my base, and that's like one thing I just don't have any of. I think that's what I'll ask for. I'll ask for terracotta, regular, so I can dye it myself later. I think that's all I'm going to ask for. I'm going to put wish list as the title, sign and close, and it looks like your Secret Santa wish list has been submitted. Thank you for participating in Secret Santa. So I'm really glad I got that in before this closed. So sometime in the next couple of days, I should get a name and a wish list. So I should get basically someone else's book that they made, and then we'll hopefully be able to fulfill someone's Christmas wish list for them and make a nice present under the tree for them when the time comes. And a little bit of time has passed, a few days here, and I've got a book here in my inventory, a Secret Santa book. I assume someone else has my Secret Santa book. And let's take a look at this one. I am looking for as many shulker boxes of quartz blocks as you're willing to need them for my build. Okay. Quartz blocks. Whose is this? CJ the Penguin. This is your target's wish list. Give them a Merry Christmas. Okay, so CJ the Penguin is the player name of the person whose book this is, and they are looking for shulkers of quartz blocks. And that is something that we can do for sure. I know I just asked for emeralds from my Secret Santa, and if I end up getting those, I guess they'll be a replacement for the emeralds that I will now go spend on quartz blocks. Let's see, we have a couple of masons up here. I had some Fletchers here that I just got rid of because they were just taking up slots. I wasn't using them for anything. Maybe I can get some more masons and add them here, actually. Something I can do. I can turn the villager breeder back on and add some masons up here. Now let me grab some emeralds here. I'll might as well trade with these guys right now. See how many I get in a first pass with these 4 here. Of course, I just traded for quartz pillars by accident. That's just wonderful. So every day I should be able to get a couple stacks once these guys reset. So that isn't a lot. If I add 3 more guys, then I'll be able to get a little bit more. And then I can just do these guys and just kind of sit here and trade with them while I work on other stuff, maybe some video editing, because I'm quite behind on video editing still. I will put these away for now. Quartz, I actually have a little bit of quartz already. I'm going to take, I think I already have some emeralds in here. Okay, I'm going to take these emeralds and maybe I'll grab one more shulker box of emeralds. Put it in my ender chest here. And we will take a trip over to the public trading hall, which we have not been to yet on this on these videos. This is the public trading hall, which I've been to quite a bit, but I have not been to on camera yet. There's few separate trading halls here for the different types of villagers. I'm looking for the grindstone, I believe. Or no, not the grindstone, the stone cutter. Here we go. So this should all be masons, and we'll hopefully have a lot of masons here. Yes, okay, it's literally just full of masons, so I might actually just stay here and trade with these guys, and then we can set up our present for our Secret Santa recipient. All right, we are back at the Christmas district here. We're underneath the tree where lots of presents have popped up. I actually haven't been here in a while. There's a lot of stuff that has popped up. But over the past few days, ever since the last clip I recorded, I have, I forgot my ender chest. Let me go find ender chest real quick. Okay, let's see. I got my ender chest here. I got quite a few shulker boxes here. I got 12 shulker boxes of quartz blocks. Start building these up here. There we go. Okay, that's all of them. I grabbed some nice decorative blocks here. I really like this combination of block, the honeycomb and the nether wart. So let's just go ahead and start building this up here. Might need to bring this in by 1, actually. Let's see. Yeah. Let's actually do this. We'll go all the way around and just make a nice box. Okay, and there we go. There's that, and then we'll make a little centerpiece here. Maybe we'll actually put this one... Actually, let's go ahead and put this one right here in the center. And then I'll just kind of cover this up with more honeycomb. Actually, take this down. Wow, that's really slow. Is there a specific tool for destroying honeycomb? I'm actually not sure. Is it shears? That doesn't seem right. It might just be a really slow block to mine regardless. I don't think there actually is a tool for that. I might be completely mistaken on that though. And I'll put a little, maybe like a little bow. The bow maybe comes up from the sides here. All right, cool. So we got our, let's see, let me grab my book here. So I don't want to get the person's name wrong. So CJ the Penguin. It's all caps. Okay, let me go ahead. I've seen them online before, so I do recognize the name. Let's do 2 CJ, let's see, 2 CJ the Penguin. Penguin? Wow, that's incorrect. Penguin from Santa. We're not going to tell them who we are. We're just going to do that. Okay. I got some white ink and some yellow ink. I'm not sure which one's going to look best. Let's try white. Yeah, I like the white better. Okay, let's wax that. There we go. And there's a present. Nice. I'm very happy that we are able to participate in Secret Santa. There's some really cool looking presents here. Whatever this is, this looks really cool. Very cool wrapping there. People get really creative with the wrapping, and I really like to see that. I really like to see what kind of blocks people use. I do like the amethyst block as a wrapping here. Totally not going to go around and try to see if I find one for myself. Totally not. Definitely. I probably shouldn't be doing this. I'm just gonna fly away, and I'll come back when it's time to open, and I will find my own present. I actually won't be here on Christmas Day. I won't actually be here for the Christmas stream that Tango usually does. Usually, every year, Tango gets on the server and helps to decorate the tree. See how the tree is nice and like blank right now. Everybody gets on and decorates the tree and fills it with ornaments and such. And I really, really like participating in that. That's actually tomorrow, and I will not be here. I will be flying out to visit my spouse's family. So I'm not going to be on the server for several days. I'm going to totally miss when presents are starting to be open, which is presents can start to be open on Christmas, and everybody has until Christmas Day to get their presents wrapped and out here. So I am not going to be here for that, so I'll have to open my present after Christmas. And when I come here and open my present, I will film it, and I'll also maybe take a little look around the Christmas district at some of this crazy stuff that's popping up, and just do a nice fly around and show it off to you. Hopefully the Tango stream decorating the tree goes well. I'm really excited to see what the tree looks like in a few days. We are about to embark on the next step of the base here. I've got tons of just shulkers lying around here. I've got a whole bunch up here. I'm just kind of gathering materials. I've got a lot of stuff going right now. I've been back and forth with the shopping district with like all throughout my chest and what I already have to the public trading hall to trade for a bunch of things. I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. Need tons and tons of materials because we are about to start building a whole bunch of massive structures. Previously, we were working on this here, this collection of farms, and now that we have all the farms here and they've been working for a while, we're going to get started on covering them up and putting a whole bunch of other stuff in here as well. Now, these farms are like the basis for a lot of what's going to be here, but the actual builds themselves are gonna be quite an undertaking and gonna be really big. They require a lot of materials and a lot of time. I spent a lot of time in creative. Even before the season began, I designed a whole bunch of stuff for this season in creative and messed around with a whole bunch of ideas. And all of this is gonna get covered up. And well, actually, just for now, for this episode, because this is way too much to do in one episode, we're going to do the right half. You can think of this as being split into two halves. The left half is on this side of the little chute here for the Guardians, and the right half is the Guardian chute itself and everything to the right of it. So we're going to be doing this right half here to cover up all this stuff here and build all the builds that are going here, mostly because these are the most important builds, I would say, out of everything that's going to be here on this platform. It's going to house the main factory. This platform here is there's going to be something also built around this black box here and coming up to the platform, but I think I might do that in a different episode because that's its own ordeal and requires its own mess of materials, and I think it'll be more beneficial to build the builds on top of here first and then do the wraparound and then maybe do the left half after that. And in between those things, we might start building some other things out here in the ocean as well, depending on how things go. Because like I've said in previous episodes, there are going to be a lot of builds out here on the ocean. This is only one thing, and this is like the main thing. This is what I would say is the main structure that is going to be out here on the ocean, like the centerpiece, I would say. And then there's going to be a lot of other structures out here as complements and whatnot to this main structure here. We actually need to come back down here to this corner here where we dug this hole, which I've been also mining out these amethyst things whenever I get the chance. It's not loading, but yeah, I've got a whole bunch of amethyst down here. These chests are basically filled with some shulkers, and it looks like they're ready to be harvested again. So I feel like that'll probably last me a while. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that super often. But we're back over here at this hole to grab some things we need. There's a whole bunch of stuff here that I never actually transferred over to my storage. I need a few more shulkers of stone. I'll just grab all that. I need some shulkers of diorite, some shulkers of andesite. Definitely need some shulkers of granite. Wow, I have a lot of stuff over here. What is this? Oh, lots of deep slate. I might need some of that, actually. Let me grab some of that. We got a whole bunch of amethyst supplies. I don't think I need any of that right now. Oh, I can grab more cobble. Yeah, all this stuff is stuff that I need, and I should really transfer this over soon. Yeah, we're gonna be working on more material gathering, doing a whole bunch of material gathering until I have everything I need, and then we are going to get started building, which you're probably going to see right about now. It is a little bit after Christmas now. Flying down the Christmas tunnel here. Back after my my time away, and I'm gonna go check out the Christmas district. And well, first I'm gonna go check out my secret Santa present. Let's see what I got. I scoped out here a little bit already, so I know where my gift is. It's this one right here. Everybody's gift has already been opened. Tree has been decorated now. Actually, let's take a look at that. It looks awesome. Covered in ornaments, covered in some really fun builds. This is the build up here that Tango did. The tree topper, the frost ember from Decked Out. Very cool. I watched Tango's Christmas stream on here as he toured around the area and helped decorate the tree, which is a whole lot of fun to watch. If you haven't seen it already, definitely go watch it. Really wish I could have participated. It's the first season I haven't been able to participate in that live stream, but maybe next year. Let's go ahead and jump right into to opening this up. I'm just gonna make a hole right here. And I don't want to break the signs because I want to leave this intact after I'm done grabbing stuff from here. There's some shulkers of, ooh, lots of copper. Oh, this is going to be so helpful. I'm going to need to let some of this sit out and age for a while. Very, very nice. I need a lot of the second stage of copper, but I need some of the other stages of copper as well, but I'm going to need a decent amount of that second stage of copper, and that's going to be super helpful. Lots of emeralds. Very, very nice. I'm definitely going to get a raid farm going at some point, but I still have not done that, so lots of terracotta. Oh, this is going to be super helpful. Yeah, this is not all going to fit in my inventory at once. I'm going to have to make a few trips back here into my base to grab it all and drop it all off, but here, before I do that, I'll fix this up once I have everything back at my base. I'll put this back up because, as you've probably noticed, everyone's left their presents up, even after grabbing everything from the inside. I want to go ahead and, real quick, just take a look at some of the builds here. We're going to go ahead and start with this giant thing over here. This was built by Pendle, and is just incredible. This amazing Christmas house. I love what she's done here with the paneling here, with the mangrove trapdoors, pictures, the portraits on the wall, the little tree over here, the fireplace actively simmering away. A nice green couch. It looks very soft and comfortable with the moss texture. Over here are presents. There's a nice like Tango doll in a box over here. I love the Christmas decorations that are like all around on the fireplace on the door here. Love, 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 love that build. Love things like this. There's even a Santa on top going down the chimney. Very cool. Ow. And what I just ran into is this diagonal sled build here. This is a huge sled built on a diagonal, which is super difficult. Super cool. There's a whole like Christmas village over here. People decorated a natural village with Christmas decorations, as well as building a few builds here. This build is one of my favorites. This really, really, really beautiful roof. Really unique shape to it. Really complex, like flowing roof design. And inside is a boat race that I'm not going to attempt on video. I did an attempt before I started recording, and it did not go well. There's a major reward over to the right there. There's a hockey rink over to the left here. Tango really enjoyed. There's a giant Santa going to the bathroom over here. Another giant build. Very, very interesting. There's a lot of builds scattered throughout here, both small and large. There's some large ones right there. Some small ones. Love this Tango in a box here. This penguin is just adorable. So much to see and do, but as it's getting dark here, let's go ahead and take a look at the interior of one of these. This is Santa's workshop. I love the way they've done the exterior here, but the interior especially. Oh, I didn't see this train before. Look at this little train. That's fantastic. I love that. So I'm gonna go on in here. I think there was a sign here that said who did this. Joe Host and Jace Craft. Very nice. Very beautiful interior here. With some ringing bells as you walk through. And I don't think there's anything else in here. Yeah, that's empty. No Christmas present for me. That's fine. They also made a like storage room down here. This is the storage deep frost storage cell, not decked out, but rather familiar if you watch a lot of Hermitcraft. Instead of the cubbies that the hermits took and decorated for decked out, we've got little storage cubbies here for various different types of storage that people are allowed to take and use for their builds here. Lots of people donated to this, lots of people contributed to materials here, which is really cool. Unfortunately, the entrance to decked out itself is closed off, so we're not gonna be able to do that. People collectively coming together to make areas like this is one of my favorite things about a server like this. It's one of the things I really love about shopping districts. It's one of the things I love about Hermitcraft. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. I'm gonna take all of my stuff to my base. Take all the stuff to my base. I can probably fit all of this in my inventory, and I'll come back for the rest of it, close this up, and continue on with what I want to show you next. All right, I'm going to need you guys to trust the process here. That's what they always say on Hermitcraft, right? I'm going to need you to trust the process here because this is not quite finished, but we have gotten quite a bit done here now, as you have seen. Look at my little tiny starter base way over there in the distance. But we finished these 3 builds here. Now don't mind this giant blank white wall and this weird overhang here and some other weirdness that's going on here, because we are not done with this section because there's still quite a bit to do. There's going to be something kind of coming along the side here and coming underneath here. And then obviously there's going to be buildings covering these over here, this whole left half. And there's going to be a lot of, like interconnectivity. That's a big thing I'm going for. And a lot of my builds actually is interconnectivity, is having builds that connect to each other, having, walkways in between builds, having things be completely walkable and, traversable no matter where you go, being able to get from any one place to any other place. And there's a lot of like connections that are going to happen here. And then there's this up here, which you've just seen me build. This is the main crux of this season. Red Herring Company. That is the name of the company which owns this giant factory on the sea. And this idea kind of came about from the idea of having a redstone factory on top of a guardian monument, and redstone plus the sea equals red herring. That is where that name came from, and that is the name that we're going with for our shop in the shopping district once we get to building that finally. And this whole ecosystem out here on the ocean is going to be underneath the umbrella of Red Herring. And I'm really, really excited about this. This is the Redstone Factory portion of the system out here on the sea. And we have finished the exteriors of some key buildings for this factory. In fact, the main factory, I would say, is these 2 buildings right here. But let's start actually with this first building right here that covers our bamboo farm. And we're going to do some nice interior decorating in here. This building, a lot of what I'm doing has been inspired by real life images of factories and other things like brick buildings, stone buildings, these really nice old industrial looking buildings. And this building in particular is based on this image here. And just this little sliver of an image gave me an idea for what I wanted to do with this building. And I'm really, really excited about how it turned out. I really love all the details. I really love the color palette. I really love using brick this season. I have never really built with brick very much in the past with my Minecraft builds. And I just find it to be, when you get the right shaping into your brick builds, it really, really looks nice. And I really like the shaping going on here. Looking at the sides here, there's this RH Co on both sides, as well as on the front here, a 1928, which is kind of just a random year I just pulled out of nothing. I just thought it looked nice visually. I thought it was a nice looking number. I knew I wanted to be in the early 20th century, and I just felt that was a really good, nice number to put on the side of a factory like this. Now, going back to the other brick building, I'm finding it really fun to just mess with different shapes of buildings and finding lots of different reference imagery online. So this building back here is based on this image that I found. And I think I did an okay job kind of portraying what this image shows. And I knew I wanted it to be something fairly repeatable, something that looked like it could be a nice tall brick skyscraper. And then the building in the center, I think, is one of my favorite parts. This one was based on these two images right here that I found originally. And then I saw this really, really wonderful build online by Jungerman and Alibu. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'll put an image on the screen, but it's from the Pixel Beister server. And I really, really felt inspired by how they did texturing, these like really interesting drip patterns, as if like some it's been rained on and some like dirtiness has dripped into the crevices in the sides of the building. And it's got this nice like depth to this fairly like flat white wall. And I just really, really enjoy it. And then there's the sign at the top, which we just showed. It is kind of like based on some of these like old factory signs that I just think are really, really cool and add a lot, especially to this build. I just think it gives this like nice, like old-timey factory industrial vibe to it, which I quite enjoy. And looking down here from below, these pillars here are something I really, really enjoy. I feel like this mixture of the basalts and the deep slate, and then these like dark gray blocks, the gray concrete powder, the gray wool, they all really work together really nicely. Looks like steel, looks like wrought iron, just looks really, really like nice and sturdy and metally, which I'm really, really into. Coming onto the inside, there's not much going on in here currently. We've got our Guardian farm up here, which will eventually be one of the floors. Started laying out a little bit of the chests here, just kind of like as reference points. This bottom floor here is going to be like the main redstone assembly line. So these chests are going to hold all of the ingredients that make up redstone components. And then I'll have like a crafting area, lots of crafting areas where I can craft up and assemble all of the redstone parts. And then there'll be another floor that like houses all of the redstone components. So I can easily just go there and grab shulkers full of redstone components and bring them to my shop to restock. Back here, I've got to fix this corner. I set up this very temporary storage for this stuff here in this corner without really thinking about it. I didn't really realize like it would be in the middle. I probably would have put it back farther if I realized it was going to be in the middle of this building. I probably should have paid attention more to that, but that's fine. I can just tear it out and fix that. And yeah, we'll get to the interior very soon. I probably will do that in a couple of episodes. I think the next episode we will really focus on getting the shop finally built and complete and like starting to try and stock it so I can start making some diamonds off of redstone, so this like doesn't feel entirely pointless, because that's kind of the point of having a redstone factory. After the interiors are done for those, the interiors are really important, so I'm going to do that next. But after that's done, I think this whole thing out here will be finished. I'll finish it by doing the entire left half, filling in any areas that need to be filled in, and then this entire base. This isn't just going to stay a blank black box down here. This is going to have a design on it as well. And as you can see, like this building is entirely overhanging, and that's for a reason. There's going to be something around this black box. That'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of progress all at once, and it's going to be really, really cool. And then phase 1 of this ocean project will be complete, and then we can move on to something else out here on the ocean. One other thing I wanted to show you real quick as I've finished it is up here, this top part up here, and you'll be actually able to get here without flying. I just flew up here because I don't have that way to get up here yet. But if you come in here, there's going to be like a door going into here. Like if we come over here, we can see into the interior, and we'll have like an entrance into here. And this little build on top of the bamboo farm is a stone generator. And it's not just going to be a stone generator, it's going to be a lot more useful than just a stone generator. If we come here, we can see that we have regular pickaxes and special pickaxes. Now, we don't have any of the special pickaxes yet, but we will be getting those from the above at some point. The above has some really special things that I'll show you in a later episode once I get them. But up here we have the regular pickaxes, which is Fortune, which will give us cobblestone, and Silk Touch, which will give us regular stone. If I come here with my pickaxe, and I'll actually come up here and just show you before I run this. This is going to be automatically running the stone farm and automatically picking up the stone and transporting it Right now, it's not going to be transported to anywhere because it's not hooked up to the factory yet. But as it's running, it's going to automatically start a clock that every once in a while, andesite, that's not supposed to be in there, that automatically dispenses bottles of enchanting. And we got a whole storage here of bottles of enchanting, and I'll keep this filled up. And like every once in a while, it'll send out enough bottles of enchanting to repair the pick that you're currently using. So it should never run out. As long as I keep this full of bottles of enchanting, it should be all good to go. This is the, it says to activate the release valve. So that basically means that if this turns on, it's going to spit out an observer. That turns on the dropper that's dropping it into a water stream. Now, since we don't have that water stream in there yet, I'll just show you where it's going to come out. It's going to come out of here. And it's going to flow down here, down this pipe, and that's going to go down there. But and then go underneath and then into the factory. But that isn't hooked up yet. So if I were to turn that on, it would just spit out, I think, just like right here. Press button to start generator. And that starts these pistons, which you can stand here. And we've got haste and efficiency. So we can just do this. And then I can reload my texture pack here. And then I hit F3T, which now will automatically, I'm not holding the mouse anymore, it's just going to automatically mine stone for me. And then we see the XP go up a little bit there. And yeah, so it should keep my pick well healed. And while I get lots of stone, so I could easily walk away from my computer right now and just mine stone. So the reason I have this is because redstone components use a lot of stone and cobblestone. And I want just an easy way to get that without having to go mining. I don't really plan to do a ton more mining. I was originally thinking about doing a lot of mining underneath of my base, but I don't think I'm really going to do that anymore. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and stop that. And if we want to turn it off, we just hit this button again. And we can actually go up here. And there's all our stone. It looks like it got filled up quite a bit. Wow, I was only doing that for like a couple of minutes. See, like there's a lot of stone you get from that, which is going to be fantastic for just like filling up on stone for redstone components. So that will automatically flow through this pipe and go down to the factory, which is very, very cool. Oh no, don't leave this trapdoor flipped. There we go. All right, well, that is pretty much all I wanted to get done in this episode. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Yeah, I'm very excited about these builds being done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time with more Titancraft.